At ease, Drew Scanlon.
Is this the real life?
Uh,
Or is this just fantasy? Because it's Bohemia Interactive, Brad.
oh, okay, I got it. Great. Wonderful.
That's all I got. That was
Okay.
my, yeah.
Man, I was all ready to bark some fake military orders. Let's play Carrier Command. What do you say?
Okay.
I brought you in because you've seen...
Affirmative.
Okay. Great.
Danger close.
Yep. Duck cover. You've seen almost as much of this game as I have.
Yeah, they brought it by
So-
for, we were going to do an Ask Me Anything.
Yeah,
But,
and footage didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, it was an early build. We didn't want to, yeah.
I'm just going to jump in. Well, you know what? Let me back out a little bit here. So,
What is this game, first of all?
Well, it's based on this old Amiga, like 80s PC
Okay.
strategy game. They bolted a really wonky single-player campaign into this, which we're not even going to play. But this is how you would play it. You would click on campaign.
I actually played a little bit of this last night.
Isn't it weird?
It's super weird. We should check it out. Maybe not first off, but we should check it out a little
Oh,
bit just
man.
to show it off.
I wish I had a save game there.
It's kind of a tutorial.
Yeah, but the weird thing is this game is not at all a first-person shooter, but the single-player campaign largely is a first-person shooter. And it feels like it was made about 10 years ago. It feels like an early Xbox One game. It's
All right.
crazy.
We definitely have to take a look at it.
But I'm just going to jump into the real meat of this game.
Okay, that's
which
a lot
is
of
the
sliders.
Strategy stuff. I'm just going to leave it all where it is.
Okay. So
Uh,
you said we just installed this game to the hard drive, and
Yep.
it didn't take that long.
This game is like the Xbox install was like 1.8 gig.
So is all this procedural?
Probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure these islands they're either templates or they might be randomly generated, but either way, I mean, like the terrain's not that complex.
Because generating, or those sliders, it looked like, you know, what you do when you generate like a SimCity map or
Right.
something.
Type in your random seed.
Yeah.
Stockpile selected.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Let's just get going here. So, oh,
right.
it's snowing. So here is the eponymous carrier.
Mm-hmm.
This game's got a really dense interface, so I'm not a huge fan of it, but anyway. So you're at your carrier, you hit right bumper, and you get basically the entire map.
Okay.
Here's everything that's going on. So yeah, this is actually, this is a totally different island arrangement than the game I played before. So I guess this stuff is probably somewhat randomly generated.
So each one of those circles is an island?
Yep.
Wow.
So you can
Whoa.
kind of dynamically, this is probably the coolest thing in the whole game is that you can dynamically kind of go from ground map level all the way up to here's everything.
Nice.
And then obviously, you know, I set those sliders to determine like how many maps I have, how many islands I have, and how many islands are up for grabs, what the
Okay.
victory conditions are, et cetera, et cetera. So these are all like resource producing. I think these are mining islands.
Okay. I would take that to be oil.
Yeah. It all just feeds into resources, which is just
Okay.
a number.
Can you see your resources?
Yeah. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
What else we got here? That's a factory island, which I think speeds up production.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I didn't make it through the whole campaign because it's long and very slow and plotting,
Yes, I know.
and we had a quick look to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a busy week. But how about we go take this island, which is up for grabs?
Take it
I don't know where the...
from the Red Menace.
Yeah. Before they get it. There's a bunch over here. That's kind of...
Ooh, go to Styx.
that's kind of unfortunate.
Come sail away. Sail away your carrier to Styx.
I got to warn you, it would take a number of minutes to sail to this island. Let's go to this one
Okay.
because it's right there.
But
I don't know.
Isoius?
I don't know where the enemy carrier is.
Would it usually show up here?
He could be out there anywhere. I'm gonna say probably. I'm guessing if he were maybe inside the circle, I would see him.
Okay.
But I bet he's down here. But he's down there taking some islands.
Sneaking.
Shirk. Whatever. Let's go to this island.
All right.
Wow, 0 defense there. So
Great.
I could just go.
Entering
Rotate my
time warp.
into
Oh,
the
man.
time warp.
Is this like the final countdown?
What's that?
Is this like the final countdown?
Kinda. Yeah.
Have
sure.
you seen the final countdown? Oh,
But I'm
it
gonna
is
say
not
yes.
very good, but it
Okay.
is a fantastic premise.
Well, then it's a lot like Carrier Command. So yeah, you just kind of sit here and watch this happen.
Final Countdown features a modern day, which is like
Oh,
the
wait a minute.
80s aircraft carrier.
Yes.
Goes through a time warp
Like
to
the-
December 7th,
Oh, dude,
1941.
yes, I've heard. Oh man, I've always wanted to see that.
And F-14s fight Mitsubishi Zeros.
Yeah, I need to see that. Isn't that? Let's say like Emilio Estevez is in that. Or did I make that up?
One of the Sheens.
Okay.
Yeah. And Kirk Douglas?
Yeah, that sounds right. Is that on Netflix?
Maybe.
Oh, man.
I think it comes in and out of Netflix. I have it on DVD.
Much as it appears and disappears from random time periods.
You're right.
All right, so
So that's just like a fast forward?
yeah.
Okay.
I think I remember them saying you can be intercepted in the middle of time warp
Whoa.
if the other carrier shows up. And I assume you can get into like just naval battles out at sea. I don't know that you have to fight at an island.
Because you can man the guns on this carrier, can't you?
Yeah, which I have not done.
Why don't you try doing it and
nor do I
see if
care
you
to.
can shell this island.
Well, all right, here we go.
Man, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Looks like some pretty serious arc on those shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never gonna hit anything with
Oh,
that.
there you go.
Okay,
But you are kind of-
get your zoom on. Whoa, why are we moving? All right, enough of that.
Okay.
So the basic, damn it, how do I, thank you. The basic model here is that you've got 4 slots for your flying vehicle, which is the Manta, 4 slots for your ground vehicle, which is the Walrus. And as far as I know, that's it. 2 vehicles in the
2
game.
kinds of vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can upgrade the armor on them, which makes them slower. And you can also, to be fair, equip a bunch of stuff on them.
Whoa.
So it seems like there's like a ton of customizability and depth in this game. It's just pretty inaccessible, and also playing this game is kind of poopy. It doesn't play very well at all, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
But anyway, you got slots on your vehicles, you can see down there. So I could say, put a hook on there for transporting objects and vehicles, primarily walruses. So I guess I could fly a walrus around, which is kind of cool. It's got like a sky crane look to it.
Okay.
But I'm just going to slap rockets.
Yeah, hey.
Is there anything else I could put in slot 3? Well, that's where the hook would go. All right, yeah, all right, fine. Have a hook. But I've got a limited quantity of this stuff, and I can make more, but it would take forever. So let's maybe build some stuff. So this is your ship right here. This is like your sort of ship resources thing on the left there. Or I guess I should be a little more specific. This row here is where everything is.
Okay.
So you got your 4 walruses and your 4 mantas, and then on the end here is like ship functions, and then on the other side is ship defenses.
Okay.
So you basically just select down here and then say, all right, well
Now you're controlling this
I'm
dude.
controlling Manta number
Okay.
5. Now I'm controlling Manta number 3, Walrus number 7. Anyway, so here's ship stuff. Hit X, go to production, and then just basically cycle through a bunch of stuff. So like I can make
So this is where you would build stuff like
Yeah.
an RTS.
Yeah.
I need another unit.
totally, yeah, and you can see over there production rate, materials ticking up. So all that stuff is influenced by, and there's in the lower right you can see there's the types
Oh, okay.
types of islands I got. It's all it all kind of makes sense.
Sure.
It locks together. It is it's machinery with many moving pieces. Then you just go down the line and build stuff, fuel stuff, flares, drones. Man, look at all this crap. I assume this is like everything in the game, because
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
when you just start a strategy game like I did off the menu, that's just sort of everything there is to do opened up at once.
Right.
Whereas the campaign eases you in very slowly,
Okay.
a little too slowly.
Very slowly.
I don't know, since I already have all my slots filled down there, I don't know where excess vehicles would go. I guess I'll try building a couple. Let's just build some stuff.
Sure.
But you can see how slow it is. It's not going to be done anytime soon.
So you're building armor there? Are you researching armor? What is that?
Well, I got a walrus going right now.
Right, and then the third one is what?
Yeah, that's either, I think it's just an armor buff. It's like,
Okay.
so like when I go down
It's
here.
like research.
Right, so like this guy here doesn't have much equipped at the moment. In fact, okay, so I could swap out his armor Mark 1 for a Mark 2, which I guess is probably going to make it slower? I don't know. Let's,
I always favor defense.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whenever, like, even in an RPG, like, first thing I upgrade when I get a skill point is health or shield. Because I want to live, Brad.
Yeah, totally. I can't blame you, and especially in this game, the default, oh god, I don't want this first person.
Ooh.
business. The default vehicle strength is like they're paper thin. Like this guy, default mana in the tutorial or in the campaign when I was playing, it's like, 10 seconds of sustained anti-aircraft fire and this thing's dead. And then you got to make another one, so not a ton of fun. But
Well,
yeah,
it's nice that you're not getting shot at.
yeah. Well, there's nobody on this island. You know.
Oh,
Remember when
right.
we on the map?
Defense none.
This is an unoccupied island. Yeah. So
Okay.
so nothing here. No defense. Nothing. No very little production.
But it's still showing up as gray, so it's not yours yet.
It's
So
nobody's.
How do you
yeah,
take it?
Yeah. Nobody owns it right now. So let me. How about I get a bunch of extra dudes out here?
So you were flying that Manta, and then you switched back to your ship. So it's now
Right.
just hanging out by itself?
Yeah. Which one was that? 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. It'll generally hover. You can set a posture, offensive, defensive.
So that's kind of the hook of this game, right? Is you command your units, and they'll execute
Yeah. You could. I mean.
through AI what you tell them to do, but then you can hop in and play them
Yeah,
yourself.
how about I undock these 3 guys, and I can actually, so now that they're selected down there, they're coming out of here, I can issue an order to go, oh, I don't know, how about there? You guys land there. And so they'll actually, since I've told them here to do that, they'll just start going. Supposedly you can play this entire game from this view, if you want. Like I can flip over to this guy, you can see what he sees up there, but I can
Right.
stay in this view and just tell him to.
Yo, attack this guy.
Yeah, but there's nothing much to do here, huh?
Can you? How do you take this island?
So
and then-
it's this headquarters here. Actually, this is different than in the campaign so far. There's a command center on each island.
okay.
So you drive up to it and hack it in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's how you take an island. Except that that's not a command center. That is
A headquarters.
a headquarters. I don't know. Let's roll up on it and find out, I guess.
Cool.
Um,
So okay, I noticed that you did that, and then those paths all snapped to
yeah.
the terrain.
Which ideally
geometry.
would be pretty awesome.
How is it in
They
practice?
kind of figured out where to go. It's looking pretty direct right here, but man, the pathing and the AI in general in this game has been terrible.
Yeah, I noticed that a little bit playing the campaign.
Like to the point that numerous times I've directed like one of these walruses to drive to just anywhere on an island and like check back in 30 seconds later, and it's just this like mashed up view of a wall that it's driving into
Yeah.
over like
or
reversing.
he's like Austin Powersing between two
Yeah,
rocks.
totally. Just like reversing and going forward into this wall over and over. I had a guy once that I just issued a simple dot command, which is just on B. You can see there. It's like
Yeah.
it's like such a core function that they just map it to a button if you want a guy to go straight back to the ship. He got about to here in front of the ship and then just stopped. Like failed.
I don't know what to do.
Like, failed to complete the last like 10 feet of the docking procedure and just sat there. But
Yeah,
these-
my campaign
in
experience
fact,
was just
there
like
you go. Case in point. Like I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's like that guy made it. He's
Poor
kind of
number
getting there.
7.
Poor,
he's a little slow.
poor short walrus number 7 is still having some issues getting over to where he needs to be.
Yeah, my experience was just like you tell your units where to go, and then the only reason you jump in is to save them.
Totally.
You know, to
Absolutely.
tell them to point them in the right direction.
To be fair, you
Like,
can.
you can't get around this rock.
Right. Like to be fair, like literally just switching to a unit and then hitting the stick immediately puts you in control of it.
Yeah.
But dude, like it is
Also,
literally.
these things are kind of hard to drive.
Yeah, like, and it's weird if you're used to like Halo driving controls.
Yeah.
This is nothing like that.
Yeah.
The steering controls are vehicle.
Or even Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
it's supposed to control like a tank. Like you got
Yeah.
independent turret control.
Well, yeah. The thing is that the vehicle controls are vehicle relative and not camera relative.
yeah.
So like even if I'm like this, hitting up on the stick is still driving straight forward.
Yeah, I
So-
mean that's how the tank usually
And it's,
controls. But
you know,
especially like since they're wheels, you have to be pushing forward a little bit
Right.
to change
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
direction at all. Like, you can't just push
you can't
right.
Just, you can't just rotate on your
And
axis.
rotate, yeah.
Yeah. So we're here. Can I
Destroyed,
tell you-
not usable.
So what does that mean? I guess you know what? This may be beyond me as far as the tutorial goes. I'm sure at some point they address what to do with a destroyed command center, but you know what? How about we get out of this island
Yeah.
and go to where some fighting is?
Yeah.
And let's tell these guys to dock and see how long it takes them to get back.
Group recall.
The Mantas, to be fair, I mean, you know, they just got to fly.
yeah.
So they do a pretty good job getting where they need to go.
What's that in the
lower?
lower left there on the island?
Guys doing some donuts. This stuff?
Yeah.
It's refueling and repairing and
Okay.
ammo
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
basically.
In the campaign, I had to go back to my ship to repair.
Yeah.
But I guess if you capture one of those points and you can repair while you're
Yeah,
on the
later
island.
on, I don't think they even have to be captured. I've fueled up at enemy-held positions like that. But it just feels like busy work because the guys. Let's see, where's this guy at? Like, well, he's still got most of his fuel. It's in the upper left, the little lightning bolt. But the ammo runs out real fast. Oh my God, he's got a laser! Holy shit! But you can. What are you doing? What are you doing, you moron? Gah! This game's got some cool ideas.
Yeah.
If it was better put together and just worked properly, it might be kind of neat. But dude, like, come on, unforgivable.
You know what game this reminds me of, and the game that I want more than anything?
What's that?
Battlezone.
Yeah?
I would love a Battlezone 3.
Is that similar to this? I never played
It's
these games.
it's it's got an RTS view, and you can jump into a unit and command it. But it's not like you don't warp in. From what I understand, these are robots, and you're like ostensibly a dude back in the carrier controlling them.
Right.
In Battlezone, you have to physically like walk to the unit,
Oh, okay.
or you can
More
jump
like
out. It's a first-person shooter.
Very Battlefieldish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I played a whole lot of Battlezone 2.
That sounds
and,
cool.
Apparently there was like some guy trying to make a Battlezone 3, like a mod.
Huh.
But it wasn't official.
Somebody kickstart it quick.
Yeah, it was a pandemic. At least
Oh,
Battlezone 2 was.
okay.
And that, yeah.
Oh, so that probably means EA owns it? Or I don't know who published those games. I don't know, man. Everything. If Chris Roberts can come back and make a new Privateer style game,
Yeah.
then anything is possible.
Yeah,
But all right, so
that's my champion game.
these guys kind of did an okay job of docking themselves.
Yeah, is
I
everybody
guess.
back?
Everybody's back.
Okay.
So it's better than you can say about some islands. But all right. I don't know where the carrier is. What is that? That's a mining island.
Obsidian?
That's something defensive.
Treasure Island.
Where's Treasure Island?
That one you just.
This
Yeah, that one.
We're going to Treasure Island.
All right.
Actual defense unknown.
Capture Island Treasure.
A lot of resources though. Can do.
I noticed. So in the upper right it says conquer the dead zone. That's like your objective. In the campaign, I had an objective that was just like get carrier.
Yeah. Yeah, the objectives in that.
What does that mean?
Yeah, the objectives in that campaign are baffling.
They're pretty funny.
That campaign is something else, man. I assume where I'm at in the campaign, I assume it's not going to make you run around on foot again. I think that's just a setup until you get your first, your carrier. But man, that stuff, it literally just felt like a first-person shooter from like early Xbox One.
This is some exhilarating time warp music.
I know, it's pretty dramatic. You get a lot of kind of thunderous choir here and there, a lot of chanting and stuff.
All right, so I see dudes in the background that were like looking through glass.
These guys
A
over here.
display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you got-
I see the conceit.
People on your ship.
I love shots like in movies of the big glass thing when they're writing on
Yep.
with whatever those markers are. I wonder if they still use that kind of stuff.
Just like the strategic planning.
Yeah. Like the vertical glass is what it's really got to be. Like on Battlestar Galactica and stuff. Or Crimson Tide.
Oh, what are you doing?
Leaving time warp.
Oh.
And saving.
Oh.
Don't make it angry.
Oh man. I will say to this game's credit, it's got straight up old school PC style saving. You can just like hit start and make a manual save whenever you want.
And I would highly recommend that.
Yes.
Because in the campaign, I got about 20 minutes in, and then okay, I don't know where we're gonna start, but I was watching a cutscene. During a cutscene, one of my squad mates died, and I had to restart the mission.
Man. Wow.
So
That's pretty amazing. It's yeah. Clearly they did not set out to make a first-person shooter with this game.
no, but you
I have
gotta
to
admire
imagine.
the ambition.
I guess
here.
so, yeah. At some point somebody was like, you guys need to put a shooter in there. That's what the Americans like.
Yeah.
It was not necessary. They should not have done that. This game's also out on PC, but it does not have multiplayer.
At all.
Which, like, when I heard that, I was like, well, then why? Like, that seems like the reason you would play this.
Yeah.
Like, it still seems like a cool idea, and it looks like one of these, like, to play through an entire game of this where I think I had the win conditions set where you have to destroy the other carrier and take every island. So that's like a shitload of hours just to win this one scenario.
Yeah, because you've got this strategic, you've got the tactical,
like the action and
the
stuff.
macro and the micro.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome.
It just seems like they kind of flubbed it on the execution, and then ultimately you'd want to take everything you've learned and kind of throw it against a human opponent.
Yeah.
But
this is the kind of game that you would play by email, I feel like.
yeah, it totally feels like, other than the kind of the action component, it sort of feels like that. If you ever dock, that is.
Yeah, man. Can you time warp here?
No, I'm out of time warp.
Can you go to your guns and shell the island?
Man, why is? Doesn't seem like the most efficient pathing there either. But whatever.
You know, maybe they,
How
you know
about
what the water looks like beneath the surface?
whatever? I'm launching my drone fleet. Where are the rest of these guys? Oh, look at that. Oh, I should have. Shit.
Whoa!
I hadn't even touched the steering controls. It's just flying around all over the place. I should have suited this guy up because I built some new armor and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Should have slapped some stuff on this guy. But how do you shoot rockets? I wonder. I don't know how to shoot rockets.
And you can kind of slave
Yeah, I was
units
about
to other units,
You
right?
can. I was about to do that. I just want to know how to.
I
do
got
that.
really confused when doing that. Yeah,
Like
okay.
this.
Yeah.
And I guess so. You can see up there that units 2, 4, and 5 will be
Assisting
basically
3.
told to assist 3, which is the one I'm using. My understanding is it just depends on unit type and proximity. So
Okay.
if there are other units of this type close enough, they will get thrown into that group. But you can't manually select like who's going to be in the group.
Right.
So just put assist on. These guys should all follow me. All right, yeah, let's do this. Where are we going? And then I could just, what do we know about this island? I think there's kind of like a radar element to this where I can't see where anything is because I don't like hold the island. I know there's communications jamming and all kinds of stuff like that, which, again, sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So I can just make a flight plan, hit execute.
That's one thing I kept forgetting to do, hit execute.
I'm really weirded out about it because half the time it doesn't make you do that. Like as soon as you set like your waypoint or whatever, it'll immediately just leap into action. But other times it lights up.
Like
execute.
maybe if you had been controlling it.
Maybe,
then...
yeah. It seemed really inconsistent. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might as well just, let's just get everybody out.
Yeah.
Probably unnecessary since.
Oh, look at all that red.
Oh shit! Actually,
oh boy.
I take that back.
Under attack.
Oh man. Oh, these guys are getting hammered.
Oh boy.
As long as I don't touch the stick controls, like these guys will just keep going.
So this is not you.
Oh my God!
Well,
That's how fast a manta will go down. Yeah, so I'm not playing here at all. I'm just what? Oh my God, dude! I just.
can you upgrade the AI?
Can
you research better AI?
Oh, dude, I hope so. Well, we just lost another one.
Oh, and number 5's going down.
Wow! All right, my whole fucking
We're dropping like flies, sir.
whole mana fleet gone. I did not touch the controls throughout any of that.
To be fair, there's a lot of AA.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of defenses and stuff here.
Yeah.
But you would hope they would be a little more maneuverable than that.
All right, how fast can you build another Manta?
Well, let's find out. Go into production. Let's see. Can I stop that guy? That fast.
Okay. Is that 20 seconds on the clock there? What is that?
Longer than that.
Yeah,
it's like
probably-
a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It did autosave right before I rolled up here.
Okay.
I guess let's pop in and just try that again. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we did charge blindly into that without any care for the island defenses. But still, like, man.
Oh no!
Yep, that's where it autosaved. How about I pop 1 mana out here?
Okay. Just do a little scouting.
See what I can find out. Didn't one of these guys have Mark II armor? Yep, let's take this guy out. See what we can see.
Negative 5.
Did you ever watch the PBS documentary Carrier?
Oh,
It's actually pretty good. It's like a 10-part documentary about the crew of the USS Nimitz,
yeah.
and they kind of give the film crew free reign over the whole ship. It's kind of awesome
So
seeing like a floating city and
Yeah.
how it all operates.
Is
And
that like one of the big super carriers or
yeah, it is a big nuclear powered.
one of the big ones?
Yeah, there's this great shot. One little snippet of B-roll I'll remember is there's like a chaplain performing a service in like their little makeshift church, and then you can hear planes taking off from the steam catapults like right
Wow.
above his head. So it's
Jeez. That's really cool.
yeah.
I saw an infographic floating around recently that is literally just a size comparison to scale of every aircraft carrier in the world. And it's like there aren't that many of them. Like you
Yeah.
don't really think about like how many aircraft carriers there are on the world, but there's only like maybe 3 or 4 dozen it seemed like. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe 50 tops. Holy shit. All right, well.
It's a
I
lot of
guess-
enemies, Brad.
All right, well that's why these guys got so fucked up, I guess. In fact, half my health is gone already.
Yeah. Holy.
I probably shouldn't be here. I'm gonna say.
How is controlling these guys compared to the
It
walruses?
feels okay.
Better.
Oh, I can't hit that guy. I don't think my guys are equipped at all for taking this island.
Uh-oh.
To be fair to the game, I think I'm woefully underprepared here. But
Yeah. So what do? You just got to upgrade all your
yeah,
armor.
I guess
and
you would. I guess you would
weapons
want to just go around. I mean, I had a lot of unspent resources that I could have been
and- Yeah.
cashing
Like,
in on
man,
this stuff.
Just watching progress bars go up.
I know, but yeah, like you don't want to. I guess you could sail around taking more islands while you're waiting for that stuff, like more of the unclaimed islands.
Yeah. I wonder if you started stuff in your queue and then went through a time warp, if time would accelerate.
Probably. Like I could have, taken that guy, set up some research, and then kind of sailed around here and taken some of these, and then maybe I would have felt better about coming in here. But I kind of just don't want to, because the actual playing of the game, when you're like trying to tell your units to do stuff and then they don't do it, is just not very entertaining. Also, I don't see all that much on there that really would have helped that much. Like rockets, probably, and maybe better armor. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go to Styx Island.
All right. You want to just bail out of here?
Blue collar man.
Leave that.
Renegade.
Oh, I don't have enough fuel. Abort!
Boat on the river.
Abort! Too late.
Crystal ball.
I have canceled time warp. Christmas canceled, kids. Oh, looks like the ship's still going. Oh wow!
Rockin' the paradise.
So you could totally sail in real time in this game if you wanted.
Oh boy, do I!
Looks like. Oh, they don't even give an ETA, do they? All right. Well, for the the true realistic carrier experience.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get back to me in about 2 hours?
Great.
We may be at our destination.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, so the carrier itself has fuel over there, and I assume you'd have to visit one of your islands to fuel up?
What if you run out of fuel? Are you just adrift?
Oh, let's hope so. How about we go, well I'm going to say this one is heavily defended because it's got that guy on it. Let's divert over here.
Brad, I don't want to watch you
No?
sail through the wild
Okay.
blue.
I was kind of also done playing this.
Okay. Let's check out the campaign.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Man, I should have brought a save file. All right, if you insist. Yeah, that's deep enough into the campaign that you're just doing the island strategy stuff.
Yeah, I want to see
So-
this first person stuff.
The voice acting is real special too. It's something else. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought this game looked really cool when they brought it by.
I mean, it's a great concept.
And it seems like a good idea, or a large collection of good ideas. It's just not put together with the kind of fit and finish you would want out of a complex game like this,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
Cutscene.
Yeah, stuff happens. They're fighting over water.
Hmm.
Everybody's going thirsty in the future.
Bearings enter tourist atmosphere. Ready?
Apparently there's plenty of water
Yes, sir.
on this moon.
Okay, here we go.
Express elevator to hell.
Yep.
Going down.
Let's pop right in here.
Combat shield
Hey, there's a gun.
activated.
Oh,
There's saving icon.
Right.
what's up, y'all?
Oh yeah, I had to turn down the vertical sensitivity to.
Oh, it feels
like,
so weird.
like
There's
30%.
the acceleration curve on the aiming is non-existent. Like it's like I'm not moving the stick at all, and I'm moving it as slowly as I can, and then like that's the slowest you can aim.
And then
Yeah, I should try messing with that, I guess.
yeah, I put it at
Okay.
about half of that. That's horizontal. I kept horizontal. I
Yeah.
only changed to vertical. And then,
Let's see what this does.
yeah, maybe a little more. Yeah.
That might make it a little bit better, but yeah, the aiming is real squirrely in this.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, that feels a little
auto aim
better.
defaults to on. I actually turned it off for the first person parts just because it made it a little more challenging. Because the enemies are kind of pushovers.
Yeah, it's like one shot to kill the robots in this. Yeah, I don't know why they even put this in here. I just don't.
You know, it's got to spice up your tutorial a little bit,
I guess.
but they added too much spice, frankly. You lose the flavor,
Yep.
and then your tongue hurts.
It's not the only thing that hurts.
Yeah. And sometimes if it's too spicy, you start feeling it on the outside of your face. And God help you if you have to take your contacts out, 'cause then your eyes sting.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Or go to the bathroom.
Yeah, oh.
Watch out for that.
Okay, it's gone. Looks like it's safe to move on, sir. Sir? There we go.
Way to go, Brad.
Yep. I totally hit that button and something happened. Way to go, video games. I don't know if the tutorial ever gets back to the on foot stuff, like I said. It's basically like an hour and a half of this, and then you're just playing the strategy game.
Yeah.
But very slowly, piecemeal, as they kind of roll the mechanics
I
out
think you
for
gotta go to the left. Up to that bluff.
I think
on the right.
I gotta...
Yeah, up there.
I was thinking it had to trigger something else before I could do anything. Because you gotta go through that door over there, you just can't open
Right,
it
yeah,
yet.
you just gotta go reverse.
Rendezvous point. All clear.
Understood, sir. On the way down. Oh, and I couldn't locate Aurora.
That's right.
I'm sure she's fine.
Now I have to go back to that door, right?
We'll try again later.
You gotta wait for rocks to come down on
Oh,
you.
that's right.
Yeah. I played this twice.
Wow,
Again. Wait,
really?
Wait for this cutscene.
Okay.
I'll show you where my crew member died. I mean, they put a lot of effort into this. It looks like
Yeah.
motion capture.
Yeah.
The enemy carrier should be just ahead of us, over there. Next, the command center should be on our right, amongst the trees. There. Okoro, Anderson.
I'm gonna have to descend on that one.
Done. Report in.
I'm gonna say this is all hand animated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Need to get back
Well,
down
it's hard to say.
88, tracks opposition. This whole thing goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving
sorry.
on.
Yeah, it was during that cutscene.
There's not a whole lot going on
Yeah.
in the story in this game.
Sir,
But you see, okay, yes, rocks have fallen.
Yes.
You just straight up had like a so-and-so has been killed message.
Yeah, it was Okoro.
During-
Like, the rocks fell, and then it was like Okoro has died.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even have control of the game.
That's really unfortunate. Oh, right. Wait, when do you...
I think you come under a.
Isn't this... That's like a fake objective, right?
Thanks.
Right. There we go. Yeah. Just have to wait for her to do that.
Elevators.
Yep. Super stilted walking routines. Yeah, I don't know. It's another like 45 minutes of this,
Yeah.
and then
It like literally.
and
It's
then you get your ship,
it's pretty tough.
and then it turns into the actual game. But
Look at this place. It's
I don't know, man.
Bloody shithole if you ask me.
I thought this sounded pretty cool. It just doesn't seem to have turned out all that well.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could ignore this.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Play the strategy game.
Oh yeah, I just mean the game in general.
looks old.
Tutorial is useful for teaching the basic interface, as kind of herky-jerky as
Yeah.
it is about telling you how to do stuff. But
Looks like I found our panel.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that strategy stuff may appeal to somebody.
yeah, it's just
It is a bummer about no multiplayer though.
yeah. I mean, even if they like it, like you're gonna have to put up with some real janky stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of waiting.
Yes, a lot of waiting and a lot of like getting really angry at your walruses driving into walls over and over. So
Don't worry.
that's the new carrier command. It's out there now.
Time, Eric.
All right.
PC and Xbox.
Old processing facility.
Think you'll play it anymore?
Make your way
Nope.
through until
Okay,
you reach
well.
an underground tunnel.
You heard it here first, folks.
Command center.
Thanks, Drew.
I'll find
Thanks,
another
Brad.
path. Don't worry.
Wow, you really made use of that laptop.